as Dash of Dave. He'll take some scraps and bits of this, turn them into something you can't miss. Junk journals, tapes, and crafts galore. He'll have you begging, show me more. Oh, Dash of Dave, oh, what a sight. Mixing colors, day and night.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Dash of Dave, and we are back for another crafty video. I say we, I mean me. You know, but you're there here as well. Well, if you're not here, you can't hear me. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with this. I'm going to make something. It's kind of a playing thing. I've got some dies. I've got some bits of scrap paper that I want to use. That I kind of did a bit of. I might insert that. I did film it. I was going to do something else, but it didn't go the way I wanted it to. So here we are. Yeah, so things, you know, I'm going to be really full transparency here. I was making these. Now, some of them have turned out okay. And other ones I'd coated in glossy accents and they peeled off the backing board. So I wasn't happy with those. So I abandoned that video and we're going to do something similar again. But similar but different. So, anyway. We're going to use some bits of scrap paper that I've got here that I dyed. Like I say, I will insert that video if I feel it's appropriate. And we're just going to cut them out. We're going to do some stamping and we're going to maybe do a bit of inking. I'm off for the next 10 days, so I don't have to worry about what my hands look like. So that's a good job, really, because I'm going to get messy, I guess. I've also got some bits of card that I thought I could use as well. Because like I want to use these things as dangly things, so I was thinking maybe stick them to a bit of cardboard, and go from there. I've got some other scrap cardboard here, so I thought we might as well just glue some down and get on with it. I might just use this as it is. So I've got some just plain board stuff as well. Like I say, this has been used for other things, so I'm just going to cut some bits out. I want to cut them so that they go through this die cutter, so we will do that. We can die cutter another day. Well, it's not. I guess Tim Holtz would be rolling his eyes at me saying it's a die cutter. It's called a sidekick. So, but it's a die cutter. So, by any other name, it's a die cutter. So, let me just cut these bits out. I am absolutely roasting. It has been, well, apparently it's as hot as Texas at the moment. So, it's about 30 degrees. That's centigrade, not obviously Fahrenheit, because if it was 30 degrees Fahrenheit, it'd be quite cold, wouldn't it? So, as much as I know about Fahrenheit, not really my thing, not really my bag, and all that, man. Not really my bag, man. Because I don't do it, I do centigrade. So yes, it's quite hot, and it's a bit. I say a bit, it's very unbearable at the moment. I can hardly breathe. There we go. Let's get that through there. And what else was I going to say? Yes, and I'm just overwhelmed by it. You know, when you're a little bit overweight, of course that doesn't help. I've been for my well person appointment, so it appears that I might not be as well as I was hoping to be. I'm having a diabetes test, and like I don't know the results of that yet. That's TBC. But she took my blood pressure 3 times, and each of those 3 times it was very high. Well, not worryingly so, but it was still very high for what it should be. So she's suggested that I go back in 2 weeks, have it tested again. There were some multiple factors that could have made it appear higher than it should have been. Those being, it's very hot. Well, that didn't cut out, did it? Might be able to do something with that. It's very hot. I'd walked there. I hadn't had very much drink that morning. I hadn't eaten anything. So all those kind of factors aren't kind of good for accurate measurement. So I'm not overly concerned at the moment. And if it is, then they'll just put me on some blood pressure medication, which I don't really want to be taking any medication really, but got to be a good boy, do as I'm told. So got to keep yourself alive and everything, right? So and I don't help myself really, because I do a stressful job. Well, it's not always stressful, but it can be, because it's, where did I put those last time? I don't know. I'm just gonna stick them there for now. Oh no, I'm not. They're not gonna come off. I've lost it now. It can be stressful, challenging as well. But I'm also a workaholic, so that doesn't help. So I'm a glutton for punishment, is what I'm saying, really, isn't it? But so just need to err on the side of caution and just see how that goes, and not get too stressed about it or anything like that. I'm dreading telling Vic, because he'll have a panic about it. So might be something I just keep to myself for the time. Well, I say keep to myself, having told you lot, but you know what I mean by keeping it to myself. Oh, what is it today with dies and cutting things out? That didn't go through either. Let's just stick that on there, stick that there, and stick that through. Might have been hanging over the edge, to be fair. Ooh. I was like, where is it gone? It's a magic trick. So yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I can't give you results of what the result. I can't give you the results of what the results are. You know what I mean? I'm so warm. You just have to excuse me for being, not being able to. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, not being able to explain what I'm talking about is because I'm really hot on this occasion. I mean, it's like, every other occasion I can't tell you the reason why, but it's, you just have to accept it. So it is what it is. Oh, I was saying that to my sister last night, or me and my sister were on the phone last night, and I was saying, why do people say it is what it is? Because, what? Because it isn't what it isn't. So nobody says it isn't what it isn't, though. It's one of those nonsensical things that people say. So it's like business speak, when people say a level playing field, and at the end of the day, well, at the end of the day, I'm going home. I don't know what you're doing. So, yeah, sorry, I'm making myself laugh because I'm talking about nothing. Again, talking about nothing. What a surprise. I have spent the whole day on my own. Well, not the whole day, obviously. I went to the doctor's, and there were other people there, because I didn't go to the doctor's and talk to myself. Although sometimes I do feel like I should. This is not cutting, and I do not know why, but I'll give it another try. It's still not doing it. Oh no, it has. It's done it this time. That's fine. Just need to find that sweet spot. So, cut this bit off, and then I might do some of the funky colours. I think I'm going to have to do some of those bits like stuckered down, so we don't have the issues with the previous, like the previous lot, the curly uppy, the curly uppiness. Yeah, I've never been known for my ability to enunciate, so it's not going to start now. Oh, will that go through? It's close, but it might just do that. And I realise I haven't used all of the shapes, but hey, I don't have to. And I only went through once. What am I doing? But it worked. So, those can go over there. Right. Those have been cut. What do I want to do? I want to sticky McStick now. Some sticky McStick. So I'm going to stick things to here. Now, what the problem was last time is I stuck things down, but they didn't stay stuck because I used this stick glue. Sorry, if you want any sense, today is not the day to be here. So I don't really want to. I don't want to Xyron it because I don't want to use all my lovely Xyron. So I might. Excuse me while I just choke on my own tongue. I might just Mod Podge it. Mod Podge and some things to put it down, stick it down with. I need some Mod Podge. No, I've got Mod Podge. Don't talk about Mod Podge, Dave. You want a thing. Oh, I'll reach over here. One of these, some water in it, because when you do your brush, Dave, you don't want to be leaving it out of the water and it being another victim of glue. Not a victim of love, but a victim of glue. I'd sing that for you if I could remember how it went, but I can't remember. Just another victim of love. Yeah, I just don't know the tune, so I'm not even going to try. Might do a couple of those after I've done these. I think I might do something with that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe the ones that I didn't use. Maybe it's because I'm on Londoner. Yeah. Who sang Victim of Love? Was it Erasure? Well, in the UK it was anyway, so I don't know. Probably somebody else somewhere else. But yeah, I think it was Erasure in... I thought that didn't feel very good. Let's come off. Let's come oof. So maybe the first thing we do is repair this stick. Repair the stick thing with the bristles on the end. Brush, that's what I mean. I think it might need a bit more than that. Might need a bit of a clampy. This is what I mean. Kind of clamp it in a bit. Hold it on there. Oh, you see, look, it's, able to repair his own paintbrush. Yeah, so that didn't go very well, did it? Just let the glue go everywhere. I was going to say, yeah, so it was Erasure, and I can't think how it went. I know the other thing. I've got a lot of Erasure records, actually, so I've got some imports, and I collected them, not as fanatically as I did Pet Shop Boys. Pet Shop Boys was my crafty Corrie I was talking about that with, because Pet Shop Boys was her favourite as well. But yeah, I did collect some of the Erasure tracks. I'm not going to put it in the water yet because I do want to use it again. I might need to go a bit further over. Sometimes is the famous one from Erasure. Sometimes The truth is harder than the pain inside. Hey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, you don't want me singing it because it'll be ooh no times. The singing is harder than the pain inside. My singing is definitely harder than any kind of pain that you'll ever have to. You know, people have been tortured with my singing, so you know, I can get you to relinquish your bank details in, you know, a few seconds of me knocking out a few lyrics. So, and you think I'm joking? You need to hear me sing more often, or not hear me sing more often. Yeah, I'm going to stick that on there and do some with that, I think. I'm not going to worry too much about the other stuff. Oh, I did want to do something with that. No, not that. Not that either. This, maybe. But, you know, don't want you to be kind of like here for ages, so that's also good, isn't it? Maybe we should have a little bit of each on here. Right, I'm going to go with, actually, if I put it that way, don't sing that again, Dave. West End Girls, ba-dum. Sometimes you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand and it's pointing at your head. You think you're mad, too unstable, kicking in chairs and knocking down tables. I think that bit there, or was that side? Was that better? I don't know. Is that nicer than that? Which piece? Yeah, I think this piece is better on this side. So yeah, and I might just knock that off the end of there. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. So I think I'm going to do the back of this time. Yeah, so like I learnt my lesson afterwards because I used stick glue, which I think is fine normally, but I think because the weather's been so hot, it just did not stick. I mean, like, didn't stick. Even the bits that didn't have any kind of medium on the top, didn't stick. So I think it was just not the best circumstances for the stuff that I was using, but it's fine. And then I'm going to put this. I really like the kind of splatteriness of this. I think I'll just nail liner mark over there and cut this off. And they're just bits of paper that if I hadn't have done this with, I wouldn't have done anything with, probably. You know, I can't say that, you know, that is exactly the case, but I doubt it. I've got so much paper that I say, oh, I can't get rid of that because I might need it for something, and then I never use it, and then it gets lost in the mist of time. Whereas if I'd used it, at least it'd be part of something that I've done, rather than just keeping it and never finding it again. Or if I do find it, I find it and think, oh, I really must use that. Oh no, Dave, that's you. The whole point was it was that way around. So stick that down, and then those are going to have to kind of dry before we can do anything with those. So whilst those are drying, I will pop that in some water, put the lid on this. Move those out of the way, and maybe just tidy up. Oh, I was going to cut something out of that, wasn't I? What shall I do out of it? What shall I cut out of this? Shall I have maybe a tag. Don't want to waste too much of it. So this is, I used this in my Creep on June video, which was last Friday. What else can I use? I want to use something else. I don't know whether I'm pushing my luck if I try and do a circle with it. A circle. Like a circle in the spiral. Look at, well, don't sing that again every time, Dave. It's like your default track. Maybe these two. Oh, hello. All those two go on there. Yeah, they will. Right. It's like a big exclamation mark now. So, pop those through the cutting machine, not the cutting crew, another group from the 80s, I believe. I can't think. What did the cutting crew sing? I can't think of that. That's gonna bug me. I used to have one of their videos, not videos, one of their things. Not albums, records. So honestly, I am able to enunciate at times, but today, not so much. You'd think I was you wouldn't think I was anything because I can't say it. You'd think I was a blithering idiot at work, but I seem to be able to do it at work. But I do have a fan going at work when it's weather like this. We don't have, because we're a charity, we don't have air conditioning. We can't afford stuff like that. So, but it's a big, airy, airy. I said not hairy, by the way. It's a big, airy, old mill building. So built in 1850. So it's fairly drafty anyway. So yeah, let's get those out. I can go over there. Oh, that's one of them. I'll just stick those in there, and then we'll put this one through. No, not like that, Dave. You have to actually put it on something. I think I've just given myself a spell. That's right, got it out. Spell, sorry, splinter. That's what they call them around here. Around these parts, a splinter. It's a spell. So, don't know why. Just is. So, take that out of there. So, yeah, because that's kind of like wood laminate. A very thin lamination of wood on the paper. So, it makes it quite funky. So, I'm just going to put those over there. Not sure whether I'm going to get a chance to do these because they are still not dry. And they need to be very dry before I do anything with them, otherwise they'll just curl back up again. But if I've done them, and by the end of the video, even if I don't do them on video, I will include a picture of them. Right, okay, now let's get funky. I'm still not convinced that's out, but it'll have to do for now. Right, didn't do anything with that, and didn't do anything with that. By the way, that's just a little letter die. So if you make it out of paper, it's best. Look, I'll do it. I'll take one for the team and I'll do it for you. I'll show you. Because somebody's bound to say, "Oh, you didn't use that," and I really wanted to see you use that. So I will just do that before we move on to the next bit. Nope, that's going to be that way around, otherwise I can't crank the handle. So we'll use this paper. So there we go. That should be enough. That should have gone through because it's only paper. It did. It's fine. Okay, so that down there. Right. So this makes a little tiny envelope. An envelope. Right, you just have to. It kind of scores it as well. So You bend it on, fold it on the score. In fact, it's that way around. Edges in first. That bit in. Little bit of glue. Bit more. There we go. Don't press it down too much, Dave, otherwise you'll just press it all together. And there we go. That's a little envelope. So, nice little die for doing like little envelopes. It's much easier doing it with one of them than it is with fiddling about with like what size paper you're going to need on that envelope scoreboard. So, especially for something so tiny. But I've been making some paper flowers, which I might do with you guys. I've been making them for my nephew and his soon-to-be wife. So in August is when they're getting married. So it's going to be a fun week actually that week, because we've booked our hotel because it's down in Coventry, so my hometown. So I'm going to go down there for the night. It's going to be a fun week because it's my birthday on the 4th of August, then it's Vic's birthday on the 7th of August, and they're getting married on the 9th of August, and Caroline's birthday, who Rob is marrying, her birthday is the 8th, so it's going to be a big big week. So yeah, that's the situation. Right, let's get a bit of colour on some of these, just because it's, we want to make it look fairly nice. I know some of them have already got splodges of colour on, and then we can kind of then go over it with a bit of other stuff. I'm just going to get some. Oh, actually, I might some gloves here. Oh, there are some gloves, some dirty gloves, but I'm sure you don't mind some dirty gloves. They're only ones that I've used previously. They're not. It's not like I've been, burying anybody or what else do you do with gloves? I don't know. Performing medical examinations. Well, that's probably because I'm not a doctor. Just bear with me while I get another glove. So when I said I was hot before, I'm going to have to put some latex gloves on, which isn't definitely not going to help me with my feeling of coolness. Might have to. I do have a little fan under my desk now. It's both a hot and cold one. I just want to make sure I don't turn the hot bit on. I've just got a fan on for a few minutes, otherwise I'm going to die. This is not a good idea because I can't. I won't be able to get my hand in there now, will I? Because it'll be all moistury. Oh no, it did. So these will be like little bags of water by the time I take them off. Right. I've only put them on because, although I'm not going anywhere, I'd rather not be covered in a mess. So let's go for a bit of Formica. No, not Formica. It's called Rich Mocha, Dave. It's nothing like Formica. A bit of that on there. Bit of a spritz of some water. Bit of a wiggle with some fingers, and a bit of I want to just put some colour on. Which way up is that? That way. Something's just moved. I don't know what it was. Oh, it's this one as well, isn't there? Just something to give it a bit of colour. We'll put some other colour down as well, I think. So that's a rich mocha. So we'll do something, maybe a bit of green, a bit greeny. something a bit greeny maybe. I think there's a leak in these because there might be. It might not just be sweat inside them. It might just be a bit of. It might also be a bit of whatever dye I'm using. Again, that looks like a very similar colour to me, but there you go. Maybe the mat was dirty. But, you know, we'll just add some colour. Oh, next door dog's barking now. Have I upset him? Is it something I said? Something I did? Maybe he doesn't like the green, I don't know. Possibly. Do we think we should have more colour? I think there should be something else with it. Maybe go for something a bit, oh, I don't know what colour. Should we go for something more kind of rusty coloured? All of these. Is that rusty? Rusty hinge, it certainly is. Tin roof rusty. Heading on down to Love Shack. Yeah. Oh yes, that's nice. That nice bit of extra colour on there. Because what I want to do is I want to do some printing on them and then and have them just be nice little additions, you know, for something or put on when you're struggling for something to do on a. Try and bring that together, Dave. Actually, let's use it off the side of my hand as well. Just gives it a bit of nice colour, doesn't it? So, what is that on there? I don't know. It's gone now though. And I didn't know what the wood was going to do, so I might just rub that bit through there. I think the wood is more likely to kind of spread the colour. Oh, that's gone very, very orange. Maybe a bit too much on that, Dave, but never mind. That's fine. And we might. What should we do? Just a few. What's that? Scorched timber. I think that's too dark, Dave. Way too dark. Don't use scorched timber. Too dark. Maybe some aged mahogany. We'll just go with that. That's slightly reddy. And we'll do a bit of a high spritz. So, when I said we'll do a high spritz, I sprayed it and it went that way. So there's some on, off it on. So I've got some over there. I don't know what it's gone on to, but. Oh dear, that looks like blood splatter. There we go. Not too much, because I know it's a peculiar, not a peculiar colour, but it's a peculiar Clark. Petula Clark. No, it's not Petula Clark either. Let's use one of these, Dave. Now I feel like scorched timber is the right colour to kind of just mute some of this down, but I don't mind it. It's like it is. I don't know. It has kind of gone a bit red, doesn't it? So you're all going to say, "Stop spraying, Dave." Yes, I know, but it's not going to stop me. I'm afraid. I have been left alone, unsupervised. You know, and if you're going to leave me unsupervised, you've got to suffer the consequences. This is what happens. Can always go. You can always add more, but you can't take it away. And I feel like I've added too much, but it'll be good, Dave. Don't overthink it. So we can do some nice. It's quite autumnal, actually. I'll probably use it during autumn. So. Now we've done those, what we will do is we do need to kind of just dry it off. So maybe just kind of collect it together a bit. So maybe that should be drying over here, whilst I see if that other bit is dry. This stuff. Should I do something like this before I put it down? Maybe a couple of spritzes of scorched timber. But learning my lesson from last time, bit of husky barley. No, but what? Barley husk. Barley husk? Is that right? Husk. There we go. Again, pat it off, and then see if it's dry enough to kind of cut. So get this out. So we'll have a little bit of this. Let's cut it to the right width, Dave. Don't try and cut the plate. For that, I'll have some of this. And some of this. And then we've got something of everything then, haven't we? Oh, I think I nearly cut the edge off that. Those scissors are more powerful than I thought. So, on this one, let's do... I'll have that one. Maybe one of them. I don't know about those. Yeah, maybe one of them. I need something small. Then I've got that. I'll have another. Those two have come together, so I'll have those two. Piece of this rounded stuff, and something else, whatever kind of. Oh, I'll have that. I think. Yeah. So this one is going to go on here. Well, we might do it that way around actually. Pop it in there. Do you know something? That fan is not helping. Well, it's hardly blowing, to be fair. Oh. Yeah, oh, that's good. That's a nice shape. And then we've got a little bit here to cut out, so maybe have, what should we have? Stamp? No, stamp's a bit small, maybe that. Yeah, let's do that. Put it in that way around, easier to cut that way. I've kept my gloves on because I want to put them back in the, like, I want to get the stuff out again, the things. Hopefully you know what I mean, because if you're expecting me to explain, it's not happening. Maybe do this on here. Might get another one out of it if I do it that way. It's supposed to, you know, stick down to the desk, but because I've got this mat down, there's no point trying. So yeah, let's cut that out. No, it hasn't. Knew that wasn't going to be the case, didn't I? Try sticking that down, see if that helps me. Does indeed. That cut out this time. No, it needs a bit of a shim. Let's do maybe not that. Don't know why I've got Superman, isn't it? Don't know why I've got Superman in my head. That felt a little bit tougher to get through, so that says to me that that should have cut through it. It says it should have done, but it hasn't. What am I going to do? Is that one just not going to cut? I'm going to have to put that on there as well. Don't break this cutter down. Oh, it's very stiff to get through there. I'm hoping that has done it. Oh, it's still not done it, so I don't think it's going to cut this. Maybe there's enough to kind of rip it out. Might have to cut that one out there, so I'll just do the same with these. We won't try and do any others. I'll just do these. In fact, I'm going to put that in the middle. That might be the sweet spot. Well, we'll just put that in there as well. Go back. Oh, my hand's very sweaty now. Probably too much information for you, but hey. Right. This is also going to be a case of I don't think it's going to cut through it, so you wouldn't believe that just an extra layer of very thin paper would be enough to kind of just stop it from doing its thing, would you? But it is. So let's see if we can get that out of there now. Oh, that's alright. It's kind of ripped it off the back, but we're not going to see the back. Is there enough to get that one out there? Yeah, again, ripped it off the back, but we don't care. So, I might use some of that. I'll come back to it then. So, get rid of that. And that. Oh, it's alright, I will check my rubbish and make sure I don't throw those bits away. Expecting too much of the die cutter, I think. Oh, it's come out that side. That's fine. Got a little bit of overhang there. Don't cut your gloves, Dave, because oh, I cut a bit off the circle. You knew I would. So put those bits over there. Put those dies away. Right. Move those out of the way as well. They can go back in there. Oh, we didn't cut the other one out, did we? But never mind. Oh, that's one. Oh, that's one of them. That's fine. Right. So might just do a little bit of a spritz of something, and maybe have a little bit of this mocha on it. Bit of this, just. Give it a bit of colour, bit of interest. So this one was done with shaving foam, so I'm not sure it'll go in because the shaving foam leaves like a waxy bit on the surface and it doesn't always soak in. Cool, that's fine. I won't do any more to that. I'll just get rid of that now. Dab these off. Yeah, I don't think that really did anything. Oh, maybe a little. So, right. Put a lid on that. They can go up there because now what we want to do is we want to get the other stuff. I think I'm gonna have to have a drink though. Just you're gonna have to bear with me, folks. I'm really sorry, but nice sugar-free iron brew for me. Lovely, perfect. Right, let's get our other bits in, and we will do something with these. So I was thinking maybe if I kind of just arrange them so they're fairly close proximity to each other, and then just kind of stamp them as one, and then you've got bits of the stamp from one on the next one, etc. I don't know whether you know what I mean, but we'll soon see. Oh, sorry, not will soon see. You'll soon see is what I mean. Up there. Right, they will move around. That's the only thing, because normally I'd stick them down to a bit of paper so they didn't move. But you know, I've just scratched my ear and I've got this all over my hands. So, do I stick it to a bit of paper? Maybe I'll stick it to a bit of board. Sorry, changing my mind here. So I'll just put a blob of glue on the back so it stays in place. And then I'll just peel it off. Oh, actually, I'll need a bit on the top and the bottom of that one because it doesn't lie flat otherwise. It's not going to do it today. Possibly the surface I'm using, possibly. Let's try a different surface. Right. Just bear with me a second. Okay, so I've just stuck them down to a bit of board. That's the reason for that is I can then start using stamps as kind of one block, so I can layer a block up like this. Now, something really weird has gone on with this. My acrylic stamp has gone really hard here, and it's kind of shrunk. So I don't know what's gone on with that. So I'm just going to cut that bit off so that I can utilise the rest of the stamp. I'll stick that on there if that goes on there. It does. So don't take the stamp off. So then what we're going to do is we will stamp it with, I think I might do some black on this. So I know it's quite bold, but they're quite dark colours. So I'm just going to ink my stamp, and then I'm just going to lay it down. It might be the wrong way up. Well, that one certainly is. Now I'm going to stick that down, and it's going to need re-inking. Oh, it's all over my hand. Okay, so that's better. Okay, and then we're just going to lay it down, but not press too hard. Let it make some contact and pick it up. So not everything got something. Oh dear. Let's just use this piece. I can press it down in certain areas then. We'll use this one on some things. Oh, I like that. I knew I was. Oh, I quite like that bit there as well. What else do we have? Oh, we've got these nice stamps, these ferns. Oh, I've used these in green before. Might use those in green as well again. What's this? Well, I don't know what that says, so it's just, it doesn't say anything, it's just a blob, isn't it? Yeah, that's just a blob. I don't even know whether I like that. Might just pop tiny bit in the corner. yeah, I don't know what that is. No point, it's peeling off. I don't know what it is. Oh, there's these. These are beautiful. I really love these. So I'll just put some of these on something. Yep, I like that. And we've got another bit on there as well. That's good. Yep. What else we got? This one here. This is another one I like. This reminds me of Rennie Mackintosh designs. Look at me sounding like I'm cultured and know what I'm talking about. Yep, that's cool. Might just have a little bit of an edge on that bit there. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So that's them. There's this big block of oh, there's this. I love this as well. This is like one of those eye tests. What are they? You know, an eye test. When you go for your eyes tested. Oh, well, when you used to go for your eyes tested. They're not like this anymore, are they? They make nice little additions to things. Yes, like that. That had a backing to it there. I've just got random stuff in here, so some numbers. Don't know whether they actually cling to anything anymore. Yeah, that'll do. That's good for that. This one, maybe. Yep. Don't want too many of those nines, and I'll be going 9 mad. But these numbers, these random numbers as well. Oh, wrong way up. I like it when they hang off the page. I've got another one here with some random numbers. I can't tell which way up that is. Still can't tell. Hang on. Oh, I think it's that. Is it that way up? No. Is it that way up? No. Maybe do it that way. Yep. Yep, that's those. What else have we got in here? These are just all of my little stamps that kind of get fallen off things from time to time, and I kind of collect them up. Wrong way up, let's put it that way. And use them. Oh, what's that? That off. Got a lot of numbers for some reason. We'll go for, as we've got lots of numbers, we'll go for more numbers on this one. I think we might have a number on there. Where else? Don't want any more numbers, I don't think. Maybe a bit of writing. Let's do some writing in another colour. Where's the lid for that? Put that on. do some green. Oh no, let's do some red writing. Put that back on there, I was going to get a mess. I think I might have been the wrong way up, but never mind. Yep, I like that. That's good. That is good. I do like the wood ones actually. Not pressing as much on that one, so it's very light in the background. That one's already got letters on. Maybe a few letters there. Can't really tell on these ones. It's a something. It's a little something, isn't it? Oh, yes, Dave. These are fabulous. Okay, so that's that. Don't go over the top with that, Dave. And then the green ones. Let's use some of these ferny ones. Not so much the ones with the border around them. There's some that don't have borders. That's without borders. Stamping without borders. So, they get doctors without borders. Well, that's one. That one's a nice one. What's that one? And that's a nice one as well. So I think I'm going to use this one. You see, I've only ever used these in green for some reason. I think it's the literal interpretation for me. It's the green for me. So I don't want it on this piece here. Oh my gosh, that is good. We like that indeed. Right, I'll use this one as well. Again, not too pressy with that, just so it's a there thing. This one might go a bit harder on. Yep. Can't really see it on that one. Where's the thing for that there? Right, done. Oh, I might do a bit more of that. Might have that one on there, or shall I go for? No, I'll go for this one actually. So. Yep. Do I want it on there? What do I have? No, I do want something on there. Actually, I might use this one, so forget that. I might use this one. I know it's got a border on it, but I think this one on here might look good. If we leave it to make contact enough, because it's wood, it doesn't kind of sink in as quickly. Yep, I like that. Good. Good job, really, isn't it? So, matching things up now, isn't it? Didn't use those ones, did I? No. They were only from Amazon. Do I want anything else? I might have. Let's do that there. Yep. And what else we got? Do we want anything else? No, I think you know what. I want that one. I think that one's lacking something. It's lacking something. Maybe we'll just put a number on that one. Where's that other big number I have? Oh, I've got this one. Let's just use this. This is just a number 5. A number 5. Should we do it in green? Let's do it in green. Number 5. In green. On there. Cool. Yeah. That's brilliant. I like those. Oh my gosh, they are brilliant. If I say so myself. I love them. Well, I hope you think so too, because well, it doesn't really matter, does it, if you don't? I do. So they are delicious. So let's get them off the board, and then I will come back to you. So there we go. That's these finished. I think they've turned out really good. I really love them, actually. So I didn't know whether they'd gone too red, but I really love them. These three are the ones that I had done before that didn't fail. So I have cut those out and will keep those. All I did was I stamped them with those nice long stamps that you saw me stamping with. And then I drew round them, so just a rough outline around them, and that's why these black lines are around them. Then they're not part of the stamp; they're just me drawing around them. So there we go. Oh dear, I've got it on my arm. Oh, by the way, when I took my gloves off, if anybody wants the recipe for hand soup, I've got that. So. It's very simple ingredients as well. So although if you go looking for hand soup on the internet, you're going to set an alert off somewhere. So anyway, I won't tag it. So anyway, folks, that's it for today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. It's just another little something to do. We could make these into dangles. Put a hole in and make them into dangles, or you can just like extra things just to tuck into journals. But I've really enjoyed myself, so thank you very much for being with me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help. You don't know how brutal this algorithm is. It really does not favour little channels like myself, so without your support my channel's going nowhere. So thank you very much for spending some time with me. My name is Dash of Dave, and guess what? I love you all without exception. Until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Lots of love from me. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye. 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 Bye.